The sky has never been empty. It has always held something deeper than what we can fully understand. The more we try to explain it, the more it seems to expand beyond our reach. Every discovery leads to new mysteries, as if the universe is not something meant to be solved, but something meant to be explored forever. For thousands of years, humans have looked up at the night sky with curiosity and wonder. Long before modern science, people saw patterns in the stars and gave them meaning. They imagined stories, created constellations, and believed the heavens were connected to life on Earth. The sky was not just a collection of distant lights. It was a guide, a map, and a source of inspiration. Ancient cultures depended on the stars in ways that shaped their entire existence. Travelers used them to navigate across deserts and oceans. Farmers followed their cycles to know when to plant and harvest. Leaders looked to the sky for signs before making important decisions. The stars were seen as something alive with purpose, something that held answers to questions people could not yet explain. As time passed, thinkers began to question what the stars really were. Were they fixed and eternal, or did they change over time? This question remained unanswered for generations, until observation replaced imagination. When early scientists began using telescopes, everything changed. The sky was no longer just a mystery filled with stories. It became something that could be studied. New discoveries revealed that the universe was far more complex than anyone had believed. Moons orbited distant planets, the surface of the moon was rough and uneven, and countless stars existed beyond what the human eye could see. With deeper understanding came new laws that explained motion and gravity. The universe started to look less like a myth and more like a system governed by rules. But instead of making things simpler, these discoveries made the cosmos even more fascinating and unpredictable. It became clear that stars are not permanent. They are born, they live for immense periods of time, and eventually they die. Some end in powerful explosions, while others quietly fade away. Entire galaxies exist far beyond our own, each filled with billions of stars. Space itself is not still. It is active, evolving, and constantly changing. In modern times, humanity has built powerful tools to explore these distant regions. Advanced observatories placed far from Earth allow us to see deeper into space than ever before. These instruments can detect faint light that has traveled for billions of years, giving us a view into the distant past. Looking into space is no longer just observation. It is a way of looking back in time. Through these observations, scientists have seen regions where new stars are forming inside dense clouds of gas and dust. They have captured galaxies merging over vast periods and studied planets orbiting distant stars. Each discovery adds another piece to our understanding of the universe. However, not everything matches what we expect to see. When studying the early universe, scientists have found something unusual. There appear to be fewer visible stars than current models predict. Large numbers of stars seem to be missing. These stars are not necessarily destroyed. Instead, they may be hidden or transformed in ways that make them difficult to detect. Some could be concealed behind thick clouds of cosmic dust that block their light. Others may have already reached the end of their life cycles and faded into dim remnants. In some cases, stars may collapse directly into black holes without producing visible explosions, effectively disappearing from view. Even with these explanations, the gap remains significant. It suggests that there are still aspects of the universe we do not fully understand. Another key piece of the puzzle lies in the expansion of space itself. Observations have shown that galaxies are moving away from each other. The farther they are, the faster they appear to recede. This means the universe is expanding. Even more surprising is that this expansion is accelerating. A mysterious force is driving galaxies apart at an increasing rate. At the same time, an unseen form of matter influences how galaxies form and stay together. Together, these unseen components make up most of the universe, while everything we can see represents only a small portion. As space continues to expand, there are limits to what we can observe. Beyond a certain distance, light from galaxies will never reach us. These regions effectively disappear from our view, not because they are gone, but because they are too far away for their light to ever arrive. This changes how we think about the night sky. What we see is not the present moment. It is a collection of light from the past. Some of the stars we observe may no longer exist in the same form. Their light has simply taken so long to reach us that we are seeing them as they once were. The universe is not fixed. It is always changing. Stars are created and destroyed. Galaxies drift apart. Over time, more and more of the universe becomes unreachable. Yet despite this vast and ever-changing reality, humans have found a way to observe it. We have built instruments capable of capturing ancient light and turning it into knowledge. Every image we collect is a message from the past, carrying information across unimaginable distances. The mystery of the missing stars reminds us that there is still much to learn. It points to processes we may not yet fully understand and possibilities we have not yet considered. Future discoveries may reveal hidden stars, new forms of cosmic behavior, or entirely new ideas about how the universe works. In the end, what matters most is the search itself. In a universe where distances grow, light fades, and entire regions slip beyond reach, the act of exploring becomes something meaningful. It connects us to something far greater than our world. As long as we continue to look up, to question, and to explore, the universe will continue to reveal its secrets, one discovery at a time. The deeper humanity looks into the universe, the more it begins to realize that what we see is only a small fraction of what truly exists. Even the most advanced observations reveal just a thin layer of a much larger reality. Beyond that visible layer lies something hidden, something that does not shine, does not reflect light, and cannot be directly seen. Scientists have discovered that most of the universe is made of invisible components. These unseen elements shape galaxies, influence motion, and control the large-scale structure of space. Without them, the universe we observe would not behave the way it does. Galaxies would not hold together, and cosmic patterns would not form as they do. One of these hidden elements is an unknown form of matter that does not emit light but has mass. It creates gravitational effects that can be measured, even though it cannot be seen. This invisible presence acts like a framework, holding galaxies together and guiding their motion across space. Alongside it is another mysterious force that works in the opposite way. Instead of pulling things together, it pushes space apart. This force is responsible for the accelerating expansion of the universe. It affects everything on the largest scales, slowly increasing the distance between galaxies over time. Together, these two unseen forces dominate the universe. Everything we can observe directly, stars, planets, gas, and dust, makes up only a very small portion of the total cosmic content. This means that most of reality is still unknown, existing beyond our current ability to detect or fully understand. As researchers continue to study the cosmos, they are beginning to uncover patterns that challenge existing theories. Some galaxies appear to have formed much earlier than expected. Others seem more massive or more structured than current models predict for their age. These observations suggest that the early universe may have evolved faster or differently than previously thought.